CJ, though, going to get beat out. Astral doesn't have enough boost to follow up. Itachi wants a shot. Fever there. Talked about his read on the game against Bravado. A lot of pre-jumps from him to stop the attack, but they got to stop Nolly. Doesn't get the touch. It still went in for Astral, and it's 2-0 K-Corp.
And you can see the look on Fever's face after that. You're expecting to block a shot potentially, and you don't expect that to just bounce right in. Nolly never makes contact. Trajectory's still good.
And you can really see how quick K-Corp attacks. They went from defense and 2 touches downfield. They're putting a shot on target. Of course, a lot of misdirection there as well from Nolly. With 3 minutes left to play here, Renegades trying to get into the swing of things is something that I've worried about here in game 1. K-Corp, you know, are going to come out hot, and so far they have.
And that was good defense by Kami, but defenders missing low boost as well. We saw Kami yesterday getting up, clogging lanes early. Doing that there against K-Corp, but K-Corp, so much possession, and now a shot opportunity. This one bouncing off the backboard. Another corner boost steal and demo from behind by Itachi. That one's going in. Nobody home. K-Corp is all over Renegade.
A second one for Astral. And just beating Kami to the ball there, simply that. I don't even know if he was really looking to put it on target, just kind of keeping it in play for K-Corp, but there was nobody back from Renegades.
And that's the disruptive play as well. We saw Itachi do that yesterday as well. So Itachi looking for those bumps on the rotation out, looking for those demos from behind.
Oh my.
Finding one, and that long ranger will get Renegades on the board.
Just throws this one downfield and perfectly placed for Fear from the top of his own box. And I mean, I really don't blame Nolly. You don't really expect a shot like that. Just caught him out at the right time. One back for Renegades, and a crucial goal here. Plenty of time for them to get back in this game, where it was feeling like K-Corp were starting to run away with it.
And they're back into it, Corelli. Plenty of time left. Nolly, challenged by Kami CJ. And there's a demo by Fever. The net could be vulnerable. Quick shot! And Kami knew that demo opened up a small window, and he was able to hit it.
And this is what we're talking about. Renegades raising their pace of play, and look how quick they get downfield with that demo. Perfect from Kami there on the flick on as well. And just like that, James, for the last 3 minutes, we've been complimenting K-Corp and their ability to pressure Renegades. Renegades 2 back already, and they're within 1.
And Fever didn't get the flip reset. He did. Fever. No, he's got the mechanics to dazzle. Astral demoed. Nice stop by CJ, and it really does feel like the tide has started to turn for the Renegades. This game ebbing and flowing right now in favor of the Renegades. Can they keep this going?
It was something that we saw from Renegades even in their series against Bravado. You mentioned it on the desk. Fever was a little quiet in game 1, and they've made amends here halfway through game 1. Everyone from Renegades moving quicker to the ball, and K-Corp not having the same success with their pressure and control, especially in the midfield. It really is Renegades now putting K-Corp on the back foot. That's a big missed touch from Nolly and a demo from Kami, and unfortunately Renegades can't capitalize.
But you saw the zero boost play. Now zero boost for CJ.
Oh, it's just there.
An open net. Astral didn't hit it. The net was wide open. Will that come back to haunt K-Corp? Final minute in game 1. Renegades still trailing. Itachi off the wall will bounce up. Kami shot high, backward bounce. Itachi there. If anyone from Renegades was quick up to that ball, it was vulnerable.
You don't really see a lot of balls come clean off the back wall there, especially on K-Corp. Now this one lobbed downfield, a stretch for Astral, trying to conserve his boost, and CJ couldn't deal with it. Fever gets a free touch, not on target. Renegades trying to circle around the K-Corp side. K-Corp still pushing him away.
Nice speed at the midfield. Astral wants to challenge this ball, burn the time off the clock, but a boost steal. Astral's gonna have nothing, has to get back. Everything on Itachi and Nolly. Corner pass, shot opportunity. Astral does get boost and get back in time. And he gets the shot almost in. Will it be enough? Good bounce for Renegades, keeps the ball in play, and Itachi will spike it down. K-Corp win game 1, but Corelli, it was convincing at the beginning, but then Renegades started to kick it into high gear.
Well, listen, you got exactly what you expected out of K-Corp. Your quick pressure, high pace of play. Renegades, they did not do well in that first couple of minutes, but they really started to turn things around. That's where that experience comes into play there, and you could really see a minute and a half, 2 minutes in, Renegades, they picked up that pace of play, and they generated a lot more dangerous chances, and that was the big difference there. Kami getting involved. We didn't mention his name too much yesterday. It's not that he played poorly. It was just the fever and CJ. So
it really was.
For him to have this type of performance here against a team like K-Corp, to get back into this game, I know they didn't win, but they kept it a lot closer halfway through.
And you know, you just think if they had a better start, maybe that game very easily could have gone to Renegades. The quick goal off kickoff, and for Kami, yeah, he was so key in this game. That quick shot, that is such a tough shot to make. When you know that you've got the demo, you have a very brief moment. I mean, a lot of times in those situations, you just can't get the shot off in time. And a lot of times when you do get the shot off, it's not going to have the power and placement to be able to beat that respawning defender. And Kami took that shot immediately. And so not only offensively, but defensively, Kami, he is being the backbone of this team right now.
And look at the goals that Renegades put away too. They caught out Nolly there just a little bit on that long-range shot from Fever. And then of course the demo that you were just mentioning as well. So a lot of creative physical plays coming out from Renegades for them to climb back into it. The score reset. Into game 2 we go in this best of 7. We'll see how these teams start off.
They started off with a demo. Renegades getting aggressive. The drop down. It took 10 seconds game 1, 12 seconds game 2. K-Corp in the lead once more.
He's a monster, man. I mean, he's just everywhere for K-Corp. I mean, everyone knew how great Astral was for years, and he's had some fantastic series. But in the last couple of months, especially from the spring, he has just been at a different level. And again, getting involved early here for K-Corp. He's a superstar for them.
And Astral was a superstar against 0-1. Having a good start so far. Game 1 victory, now game 2. Starting things off nicely, but a missed rebound out. And K-Corp get away with one there. It looked like that was a Renegade's chance.
CJ had it right in front of him, and somehow K-Corp were able to recover off that whiff. Renegades, they get another demo. It's Astral, a crucial play to take away. The bounce was too high, the shot was under, and the clear from Astral comes off the spawn. K-Corp again holding on and turning away Renegades.
Inches away. That one was so close to being crossbarred down and in, but it goes down and out. Renegades still trailing. Itachi trying to bring it back. Good speed from Fever. Kami, the challenge.
Wow.
Staying on that ball, but now out of boost. Numbers advantage briefly for K-Corp. Nice touch from Nolly. Will make things awkward for Fever. Lets it go down to the ground, and Fever, flip reset, trying to do something with this ball. But Renegades running on fumes. Finally getting that ball over to the corner.
Such poetry from K-Corp there. That time on offense. Not able to push it through, but Astral read that cross so perfectly. Now Nolly again, Astral up. A second touch, Rolly gonna drop it down. The hammer doesn't come through. The follow-up's there, and Itachi puts it away.
Oh, just putting this double tap on net does so much. Astral almost scoring. Kami bravely keeps it out, but you're not gonna get much on that ball. You have almost 0 time to react. You can't get the power, and it was an easy cleanup goal for Itachi.
I mean, what do you do if you're the last man there? Astral picking that one out from 2 players in the air. Now Fever, can he make some amends here for Renegades? They got to get a hold of this game. K-Corp are all over them once again.
Astral taking the ball downfield, preventing that ball being hit back up the sideline. They try to go across net. It's dangerous. Renegades may regret that decision. Low boost for CJ. Back down to Fever. Fever challenged by Itachi. Kami had to jump, get back in control. Does get the corner boost though, so Kami's defense holding strong, and now a clear out.
And you can see there, Renegades players running into each other, a little panicked in their box. They know what it means when K-Corp has that type of control, especially from their own corners. Now Fever, another one comes clean off the back wall. And it feels like Renegades are staying very far back and not really putting a lot of pressure when they at least have a touch. And now this one comes down to Itachi, slots it left side. 2 goals for him, and K-Corp up by 3.
And you even saw the hesitancy on this play. Kami going up, gets bump, or there was a bump attempt rather, but no one able to get out there and challenge it. And a nice shot slotted lower corner by Itachi. Karmine Corp up by 3, less than half the game left to go. Started to look a little bit shaky for Karmine Corp late in game 1, but back in control. Game 2, this is all K-Corp.
Still 2 minutes left to play. You really look towards Renegades to try and make some sort of change, but right now Itachi's looking at a wide open net, a second touch, and a 4-0 lead now for K-Corp.
Itachi, this double tap off the backboard, getting that first touch, going into a double tap, a thing of beauty. And it's remarkable how much space K-Corp is given right now, especially in the air. Kami was good about getting up, making sure they don't have looks like that, have plays like that, but you can tell Renegades starting to struggle.
You got to give a lot of credit over to K-Corp, every single player in sync right now. And every time they score a goal, I look at Nolly's POV and he fixes his glasses, says, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Keep going, boys. And they've done a fantastic job. And of course, Nolly contributing as well. K-Corp so far in full control in the final minute and a half here in game 2.
It just shows their comfort on stage and their mental fortitude that they're showing this K-Corp team.
And that it's nothing new. He's just
another day in the office.
Yep.
And right now, business is booming for K-Corp. Approaching the final minute. Huge deficit for the Renegades to try to come back from.
And the way this game has gone, it's going to be tough for them, even if they get a couple. K-Corp have not let off the gas. Renegades, though, they have spent a little bit of time here in the final third. Trying to get a hold of the midfield, so crucial here against K-Corp, but it's been tough to win those challenges. The challenge game has been going in favor of Renegades. Now CJ, can he get another touch across? As Astral, an interesting touch to clear that one away.
Now Itachi will take this ball downfield, beats the oncoming defender. CJ will have to pop it. Astral has a look in the middle, but will just hit it back down to the corner, trying to force a mistake out of the Renegades. Itachi, and the ball in the Renegades half. Center ball, Astral's there. Astral puts it towards net. Awkward touch from Fever, rebound. Astral went back to take the shot. There is never a moment's rest if you're the Renegades. K-Corp is relentless.
It's a one-man army from Astral. As time ticks down, K-Corp comfortably in this lead, comfortably in control. They've crunched Renegades here. And it's, I don't know, do you take a timeout here if you're Renegades?
I think you do before it's too late. You don't wait for the 3-0. K-Corp, there it is, 4-0. Cruise control in game 2. Renegades showed some life in the latter part of game 1, but game 2, it was all K-Corp.
I do think you take. I think you take the time.
You have to at this moment. But we have no intel on the timeout being called. It looks like Renegades gonna get right back into the action. K-Corp in game 2, a hat trick from Itachi and a playmaker from Astral. 3 assists, 100% goal participation from him. And Astral, you even saw that double tap play that resulted in a rebound out for Itachi. But Itachi picking his spots. That was one thing I loved about his gameplay yesterday. A lot of it was high airborne plays. As we take another look, the Mobile One high performance replay, but this time Itachi from the ground, able to get low, pick his spots, and on that play there, the lovely first touch, setting up the double tap. Offensively, a wonderful game from Itachi and K-Corp.
Absolutely, and we will get a timeout from Renegades, and I think that's the right play. I think you just, if anything, just kind of knock K-Corp off the horse a little bit because they are just sprinting downhill on that thing right now, and they just look so good. And I want to point something out, too, from the K-Corp side, is you're mentioning Astral and Itachi and what they did in that last game, and you look at Nolly, and he puts up 132 points. He had 1 shot. That was the only thing on the stat line there. But a lot of what he was doing there was supporting Astral and Itachi when they were pushing downfield, but also a lot of physical plays. You see in those replays, as you were talking about it, James, Nolly was diving at the net on the Renegade side, getting a lot of physical bumps, not demos, bumps on the Renegade side, just throwing them into their own net. That's what's opening up the Renegade side more than anything that Astral and Itachi's doing. That's something that doesn't show up on the stat board.
And that's exactly what Stax was saying yesterday, and it's so true about Nolly. He likes to stay upfield and look for that bump on the goalie. He's also an option in the midfield. We saw yesterday being an option for a couple bounce passes that he blasted 80 miles an hour plus into the heart of the net. It's a triple threat team, but you're also, you're talking about supporting Astral and Itachi. Sometimes if you're the third line of defense and you have Astral who can make a play and then turn and make another play, sometimes you just don't need to do anything.
Well, especially when the attack's been so lethal. I mean, there's nothing for him to do right now because Astral's just scoring, or Itachi's just scoring everything in Game 2 at least. And so when you go and look at this from the Renegades' perspective, again, Game 2, they were outpaced. I mean, K-Corp were all over them. I do think it's about controlling the boost on your own side and then working from there, bringing that ball down, slow the pace of play down, and force Astral into a bad tackle because he's going to go back for more, but Nolly's just going to pick up where they left off 2 seconds in, and K-Corp scores a kickoff goal.
Fever cheating on it, and it's the worst possible ball you can imagine if you're cheating. And okay, so 10 seconds game 1, 12 seconds game 2, 2 seconds game 3. K-Corp, they've got a knack for scoring pretty quick.
Gonna be tough to best that one. K-Corp right back to business for Renegades. You certainly, that's the only one you want to give up here. You've got to figure things out. And K-Corp right now, well, they're not going to get a touch on that. That's a good clear for Renegades. But can they hold on to it? Can they win a tackle past the midfield line? Nolly's going to be tricky to get off the ball, and he's still going. He's got Astral up. Astral beats CJ just by a split hair there.
Oh, there's Itachi!
Itachi can't put it through, and Renegades get out.
From the camera angle, you couldn't even tell where he was. He comes swooping from the sky, almost scoring. And for the Renegades, in Game 2, it seemed like they were giving K-Corp way too much space. You saw even that play from Itachi where he had time to get that first touch in the air. Oh, hold on! The challenge on the goal line, almost forcing it through. But the goal line defense now on the other end. CJ couldn't stop it. There was a chance for Renegades, a double commit by K-Corp, and somehow Itachi by himself will score the counterattack.
And you could see CJ in that replay. He kind of turned towards him to his left for a second, then decided to keep shadowing back. And then immediately, K-Corp took advantage there. That slight hesitation slowed him down just a bit, and of course didn't get a good read on it. Simple as that. K-Corp 2-0 here in the first minute.
Strong start from K-Corp. Renegades, the timeout not looking to help too much so far. We'll see if they can make any adjustments. They had a slow start in Game 1 also, but did manage to bring it back within reach. Nolly, sidewall pass. Taking it back down to the ground, backward pass. And Itachi will actually do Renegades a favor. That one's going in! What did we just see, Corelli?
He's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. He's putting it on both sides this time. Itachi, he went into that tackle and pinched it back. And
there's nothing Astral can do. That ball's going in the net. You have to try to cut it off in the corner.
He made it really hard on himself, I'm not gonna lie. Again, that's one that you put in black and white and put in the montage. You don't really know who's going which way there.
Just take the scoreboard off.
Exactly. And for K-Corp, though, I mean, with the way these games have gone, they can afford to give up a goal like that. They're still in the lead, of course, here. And I think of Renegades, you look at that one and say, all right, we're going to take it. We're going to keep chugging along. And here's some possession now. Fever to the ceiling. Gets over one. Can he get over two? Ooh. Denied. And a big clear back the other way. Astral's there, of course, and K-Corp up by 2.
And again, it happens where you see a chance for the Renegades, and it immediately turns into a counter. That ball was an orange trail, so I don't... What even happened? Fever must have got a piece of that again.
Yeah.
But that was the ideal situation for the Renegades. Your most mechanical player in Fever, going up the wall with boost and space. And they weren't able to convert. So, and on the top of that, you concede a goal. So very difficult situation for Renegades.
Oh my goodness, and he got it by again. Nolly there, denied by the defensive Renegades. And James, you talked about it just in the early seconds of this game. We were asking, why is Itachi there? He's coming from the ceiling off screen, and he's been pre-jumping Renegades in a lot of these challenges. Another issue for Renegades to break out. Itachi's read on them right now is just perfect.
Center across the net. Renegades having the ball in the K-Corp half. What can they do with it? Itachi clearing it out, but it's right to Kami, who crosses it to the corner. Demo from Fever, double commit, but a chance for Kami. Jumps back off the wall. CJ will tip it back to the corner. Renegades with an ongoing assault, but now it's the counterattack. Itachi bouncing that one off the ground. You saw he was perhaps trying to get a flip reset and do something with it, but couldn't get around it.
Flip reset, landing on it, a pinch. Nolly trying to slow it down there on the back wall as well. K-Corp just so quick to the ball. That midfield line is locked down, and now CJ a light touch. Not going to get by Nolly. Itachi's going to drop it down. Astral's going to put it on target. CJ there to save the day.
A quick shot, but Nolly was there to save it. Renegades has been gifted the goal that they've gotten in this game, and they make use of it. We approach the final minute of Game 3. Renegades still trailing by 2. Gonna have to get one quick. K-Corp lob downfield, CJ to the side. Tommy's waiting, up to Fever. Fever off the backboard, double tap ball, and it's saved by Astral. What is Renegade supposed to do? That was a beautiful shot from Fever.
They're feeling the attack from K-Corp, and they can't break through on offense. A frustrating game and a frustrating series. Fever still trying to get through. Itachi there, the shot's gonna go wide from CJ. Renegades showing some life on offense, but K-Corp putting a stop to it.
A little fake from Nolly, but couldn't get past Kami. Kami trying to bump Astral off the ball, but doesn't have any boost to do it, and he missed the mid boost. Low boost for CJ as well. Things looking dire for the Renegades. Kami, believe it. Fever, the pop-up. Itachi hits it over to Nolly, who was waiting for it. The block from Kami, and it's right in!
There you go.
A chance now for Renegades. This play from Kami keeps hopes alive.
And I mean, I think Nolly did just fine here. Kami got a great read on him, though, and I think he's very happy to see that one actually go on target, because that one could have easily just pinched across the net as well. And now Renegades, some signs of life. They've been holding K-Corp back here. The kickoff has plagued them early on here in Game 3. 15 seconds left. Can they pull this one out?
Nolly stole that corner boost, gonna make things even more difficult for the Renegades. Astral off the ceiling, delaying the shot, rebound out, but it's to Fever, who'll hit it downfield. CJ keeping the ball in play, but Itachi will knock it right down. And now 3 games, 3 wins for Karmine Corp.
And I mentioned it's a frustrating series here for Renegades, and you know, I wouldn't blame them if they feel that way. It feels like anything they did in Game 1 that they changed, it still didn't work. They took a timeout, that didn't work. They instantly gave off a kickoff goal. K-Corp has just been rolling through them. What do you do if you're on Renegades right now to stop this K-Corp squad?
Well, I think for one, Corelli, have a plan for this first kickoff. You know, like, let's get past the first 15 seconds without conceding a goal if you're the Renegades, because this was another situation. They gave up a kickoff goal, and that could have been the difference between an overtime win and the loss that you see here in regulation. So, Karmine Corp, as we take another look at this Mobile One high performance replay, we'll see, you know, they made some mistakes this game. They left the window open. They did even there catch a break themselves, but you know, they have been so confident. Renegades have had moments where they've sparked, but even this game, the 2 goals they scored, you look at them, it was the own goal and then also the dunk from Kami, which more times than not is not going to go in the net.
Exactly, and that's kind of the difference here between K-Corp. You look at the lethality of offense, and K-Corp has just been generating so much more attack that's been just scrambling the Renegades side. And when you look at Renegades goals, we even talked about that in the earlier games, where it's just like, okay, some good challenges, and of course they got a good demo goal as well, but realistically they're getting a lot of favorable challenges going in their way.
Also have to watch out for that quick counterattack. This time kickoff going a little bit better for the Renegades. Or did I speak too soon? Rebound out. CJ slowing it down, trying to do something with nothing in the tank. Nolly going for net. It's a backward bounce. Astral will hit it high off the backboard, but even still, that was a scary moment for the Renegades. You saw the gap in the defense.
And like you said, James, this is a great start for Renegades, just not giving up the early kickoff goal. Getting into this Game 4 is so crucial. Of course, your last life here against K-Corp, and that one, not able to get by Itachi, no contact. Nolly wants the ceiling, and he still got the ball. That one's gonna come off the back wall, but no one's there to follow up from K-Corp. I don't think anyone expected it. Now CJ wants to take on the team, but denied.
Nolly launching it towards the Renegade net. Fever trying to tip it around, but gets bumped off the ball, and now a demo off the ball. Astral taking out Kami. Nolly infield to Astral. Astral shot denied. Kami's defense standing tall.
Fantastic defense there from Kami, especially with the speed at which you saw Astral to go up. A second touch from Kami isn't there, and K-Corp now trying to slot it to the right side. It's Nolly to push it through, and K-Corp on the board first.
And you saw how awkward it was. Kami not really sure how to read that ball bouncing off the backboard and left high and dry. An open opportunity for K-Corp after that mistake, and they don't let it get away from them. K-Corp up by 1.
Quality goal there from K-Corp, really just chipping away at Renegades. CJ looking for a response now. And boy, do they need one. A lot of these leads have ballooned. And now Nolly again, almost lost it there again, off the post. Renegades, the fourth man coming out for them there.
And it's fortunate CJ didn't hit that ball there. He might have pinched that in. That one posting out. Renegades thinking they're lucky stars. Now, pinch across the field. Fever with space, but not much boost at all. Can't even get the tip. Astral flicking around 1, but Kami did get the mid boost into a dribble. Now the 50. First to it, CJ. Light first touch, and out of boost as well. But slowly, Renegades are gaining ground.
See a lot of these pops from Renegades, and they just don't have the boost to chase after. That's a good little pinch play over to Itachi there to just push it downfield. Still within 1 for Renegades. Looking for some more space. An opportunity here for Kami to keep pushing it downfield, but Itachi with a great touch. CJ needs some help. We just come across halftime here in game 4.
Kami, high hit and the mid boost. And it's just clear downfield. Karmine Corp happy to waste time off the clock. Wow. Not necessarily getting tons of offense, but they've got the lead right now. It's in Renegades' hands whether or not they can tie it up.
Some good work there from K-Corp, being patient with that one coming across the net on the goal line there. Renegades just couldn't move down the field fast enough, but here's one on target. A big save from Nolly. Renegades, their best look yet, and K-Corp stop them.
And K-Corp, you know, we've seen multiple amazing shot opportunities, hard shots from Renegades, but someone is always there for K-Corp. Another key save, and that preserves the lead. CJ now challenges it off the ceiling. Astral, another touch. Astral, the double tap, and perhaps the dagger for Karmine Corp.
And how many setups have we seen like this? He's first to the ball inside the box, and a second touch. No one there from Renegades to match that pace, and he drops it down for 2 there. A 2-goal lead, rather, for K-Corp. And again, right back to business for them here in game 4.
It's like Astral's got that ball on a string. I don't know how he does it.
And I don't really know between Itachi and Astral who's had the better series here. It feels like both of them have been stellar, especially on offense. I know we talked a lot about Astral, but Itachi in the midfield and on offense in that previous game as well, that's just been something else. And when you have these 2 guys as a duo up front and knowledge to support, good things will happen, and so far they have.
Yeah, Astral picking his placement, even that double tap goal. Heck of a series, and Nolly holding down the 4. We saw the save, now the shot off the elbow and out. Nothing going right for Renegades in game 4, and we've got less than 60 seconds left before K-Corp will take the series.
That's another good look there from Renegades. The post, not kind to them here in this series overall. Renegades, they need another attack. And Fever looking for the back wall, comes clean off. Astral missed it. And unfortunately, Renegades just can't get after it. They're still swarming this K-Corp side, but can't put on a couple shots together. They've kind of just been one and done. K-Corp's just been throwing it downfield, and here comes the counter, looking for follow-up. And Astral can't get a hold of it.
I'm going for the pass. Astral back out. Nolly a little too far back, but playing keep away at this moment. K-Corp trying to melt these final moments off the clock. Renegades have to get one quick and then hope for a miracle off kickoff, but it was not meant to be for the Renegades. K-Corp in a sweep take down Renegades and will be moving ahead 2-0 in the Swiss stage.
And I think a lot of people had questions if K-Corp, me specifically I suppose, that if they were going to keep their form from the spring major, because they were in an incredibly exciting form, but also a very strong form That answer is definitely yes through their first 2 series. They have looked stellar, and all 3 of them are putting up stats that are unheard of here so far in the wild card.
Big save from Nolly that game as well. Had 3 over the course of the game, and every player having moments. This Karmine Corp team, you know, they bring on Nolly. You don't really know what to expect out of this team, but then they come in here, they go into London, put on a show. Yeah. Now here in the wild card stage, an incredible start. And on stage, they just look so comfortable.
Yeah, they look comfortable and they look really good right now. And they're a team that if I'm someone else in the wild card,
don't match me up.
Get me away. I don't want to play them because they look scary. That pressure is tough to deal with. And you know, Renegades felt that here today. 0-1 felt that yesterday. And more teams are going to feel it as they move on because they're looking extremely strong.
And they certainly are. As we take a look at the Mobile One high performance replay, K-Corp highlight reel, as some may call it. And this double tap so clean from Astral. Those were the 2 goals that we saw. Enough to get the job done in Game 4, but it really was a team effort, Corelli. It was a solid performance from Kate.
Yeah, definitely. And you look at the Renegade side, too, especially in this previous game. I felt like they had a lot of opportunity to at least keep this one a little bit closer. I mean, I know it's just a 2-goal lead, but you look at some of those shots ringing off the post and going a little bit wide there. And they had at least some opportunity to stay into this series and into this game in particular, this last one. This one was just, I think, a pace difference, right? Yeah. We saw K-Corp immediately in Game 1 just smother Renegades, and then it was just that way throughout the entire series. I think Renegades, they tried, like we said.
They did their best.
I mean, kind of get a hold of them in their timeout, but it just didn't work.
And honestly, off that timeout, you expect something better than a 2-second kickoff goal. You know, you've got to have a plan, and that really did seem to bite Renegades. You have, in these sweeps, you know, you just need to break that momentum of the other team. Just that 1 game win, stop it. It can be a completely different series. And sometimes those kickoff goals are all that separates you from getting back into the series and being able to pull out a win.
I mean, that's the momentum, right? You go into the timeout to kind of knock the momentum down, but then the kickoff goal gets them right back into it. So it's...
And I mean, I don't know, even just playing matchmaking, when you're going into the next game, you're like, all right, I'm going to win this next game. I promise.
It's frustrating.
2 seconds in, that's sometimes when people just leave. Yeah. I mean, you probably have had it happen at home as well, that instant quit. You're like, well, I guess we'll go to the next one. But you can't do that here on this stage. So the Renegades will have to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out. But we did see moments where they were playing with K-Corp.
Yeah, they did a lot of great, especially ball movement in that final third. When they got there, you saw Kami getting involved in a lot of those shots downfield. Fever, a lot of extra touches as well. So there's a lot of good from Renegades. We'll have to see them in their next match.
Well, Corelli, that's enough of us. We've got Johnny Boy on the stage for an interview.
Thank you, James Bott. I'm joined by Itachi from Karmine Corp. Congratulations on the win. You guys are destroying it so far. Did you think it was going to be this easy against Middle East 01 Esports and OCE's Renegades?
I wouldn't say this easy, but we expected us to win like 4-0, 4-1, or like a big win because we are playing well, we're confident, and we don't underestimate any team, but we feel like we are better than the both teams we played so far.
And tomorrow you're going to be against a North American team or a European team. All of the other regions have not made it to 2-0. Is there anyone that you want to play from the N and EU teams who are currently available? Anyone that you would want to take down in the next round?
I don't mind. Like, for me, we're the best team of the wildcard, where we can win anyone and we will win anyone. So whoever we play, we're just going to beat them. Either it's version 1, Space Station, or Stamper. This thing.
You don't want version 1 specifically to get your revenge?
Yeah, I would like the revenge because the last time it was pretty tough for us to lose on that 0-second goal, but anyone is fine for us.
So in the wildcard, at least 2 teams that are not from North America or Europe are going to make it to the main event. Have you got any favorites? Have you got any teams you think will make it out from the rest of the regions?
I don't know, but my teammates say it's KCP and 01 Esports, so I will follow their call. Maybe KCP and 01 Esports are going to make it out from the wildcard.
Well, my predictions have been useless, so we'll see if you do any better. Thank you, Itachi. Congratulations again. We'll see you again tomorrow. And join us again after the break for version 1 against Space Station Gaming.
We have to tell everyone that we just switched